Okay, thanks for tuning in. And I'm making this video primarily for those of you that have purchased my Tones profile pack on my website for Lightroom. I've been noticing a lot of confusion and I'm receiving emails, not daily, but enough to make a video explaining how to import the profiles into your Lightroom catalog. It seems that a lot of people are importing them and getting a prompt saying that they have already been imported when looking for the profiles and have no idea where they are. So I'm here to explain to you where to locate these profiles. And then we're going to go in a little bit about how to use them and about how I use them. So the profiles are a lot different than presets in terms of their ability to kind of fine tune your photos and your files. Okay, so profiles and presets are a lot different. Profiles kind of take on the color lookup table theory of how to apply color to your images. So basically, when you add a color profile to your image, all the colors are added to the image without upsetting or relocating any of your sliders on your editing panel. And we're going to go into that a little bit further once I pull up the Lightroom catalog for you guys and you actually see the editor. Presets kind of have a predetermined indicator on the sliders, and when you employ a preset onto your files, you'll notice that all the sliders are adjusted accordingly to create that look. Profiles don't do that. Profiles allow you to start at 0. So you have a lot more latitude when it comes to pushing that file. Can they fall apart? Yes, any image can fall apart if pushed too far, but you are given more leniency and more creativity on your own to adjust these things and make them more to your flavor. So I think they are a really powerful way to edit your images, more so than presets. Presets are very easy to create, where profiles take a little bit more time. But I feel like as far as fine tunability, if that is a term, it's a lot easier to do that with a profile than a preset. Now, I've gone ahead and also added a set of presets that are free for you once you purchase the Tones profiles to accompany the profile pack. Now, this is just my way of how I edit my images, creating the preset which accesses the profile. So you will pick the preset, it will access the profile accordingly that you have already uploaded. And these are just my personal adjustments that I make to some of my images to get the looks that I'm going after and that I deliver that you see on my social media. Okay, let's dive into Lightroom and I'll show you how to import these things. Keep my Lightroom catalog and editing software up to date. But this is just a simple image in Savannah, Georgia. I just pulled up a random, photo out of my catalog. And you can see some of my presets over here. And on this side on the right would be where your profiles are. So it's very simple, it's very easy to do, and this is where I feel like some of the confusion is because a lot of people are still trying to access their presets over here and think that the profiles may be located over in this section, and they are not. They are over here. So if you close this down, you'll see your basic editing panel off to the right. You can put this on the left. I always put mine on the right, but either way, this is where everything is going to be located. Now, if you simply go into these squares here, that's where your profiles are. You'll notice this little profile designation here with Adobe Color. Now, you can access them quickly right through using a drop-down menu here, but I don't do that. I use the squares, and basically, if you hit these 4 squares right here, they will open up this panel. Now you'll see under here you have various options, and you'll notice that the tone profiles, there's 29 of them, are located right here in this area. I'm going to show you how to import them. I'm not going to re-import mine because that would just be redundant and it wouldn't do it. And I'm not going to erase everything just to redo this, but it's very simple. I'm not making it harder than it has to be. Simply go up and you'll see this little little plus button here. If you hit that, you will see this import your profiles. You'll collect import profiles, and you will locate wherever you have downloaded your Tones Profile zip folder. It'll say Tones Profiles V1 because this is version 1. We may have more versions in the future, but right now, version 1 right here will be your zip file. And wherever you put this on your computer, whatever hard drive or desktop or location, it'll be there. And all you have to do is double click that and it will import your profiles right into your profile area, and it will show up as tones. Once you have that here, you hit that button, there's all your profiles. And you can see as I cycle through all these profiles that it's already giving you a preview of what these profiles will do. Now, if you don't like this kind of setup, you can change the grid. If you look up here where it says grid, you can make it a large grid where you'll only see one profile per line here, which I really don't care for. Or you can do list where it won't even show you a preview. It'll just kind of run you through the gamut right there. But I like to do the little squares, the little grid. So profile is really easy. That's how you upload the profiles. For those of you that upload presets already, you kind of know how to do that. It's the same thing. You're just going to go over to your presets. You're going to hit the plus and you're going to hit import presets. And you're just going to go to your Tones preset folder in a similar fashion that you did with your Tones profiles. And once you upload those, they will show up down here. Now, there's not as many of those, but why did I create the presets if I'm already giving you the profiles and I'm talking about the advantages of profiles versus presets? Well, a few reasons. Let's just say, for instance, that I wanted to take this image that I have right here of River Street in Savannah, Georgia. And let's just say I want to add this vibrant tone. Let me just say I want to go with the vibrant tone right here. Now I want to close that down. And the other great thing about profiles also, not to make this a long video, is that whether you're in this section, you'll see the amount slider. You can show the amount. It always stays at 100 is actually full power. This is really pushing it. But you could always take it away and it'll start going back down to your raw file. But 100 is kind of base. You also have that right here on your basic panel. So if you find that it's just a little bit too much or it's not enough, you can kind of adjust right there. But let's just say I employed this vibrant tone profile. Now I have to make all my adjustments. Let's just say I want to raise that. I want to take some contrast out. I want to do this. I want to warm it up a little bit. I want to take some saturation out. I want to put a little vibrance in. I want to take some blacks and raise them. I want to bring my shadows up. I want to bring my whites down, maybe my exposure back down. And I want to do all my low tone profiles or whatever I want to do. No, not profiles. I want to do my HSLs, or I want to do my my lens corrections, my noise, my sharpening, all this stuff that I have to do, right, to get my image. And that's fine, because that's the beauty of the profile, right, is that once I add this profile, you'll notice everything is zeroed out. Everything is zeroed out. Now, let's just pause for a second. If I reset the image, everything's zeroed out. If I was to use a preset, let's just go to JD City. And let me just say, let's go to pastel. If I add the preset pastel, you'll notice everything's already done. All my HSLs are moved around. And now I've lost a lot of latitude, like in the green right here. Like it's already where it needs to be. It's quick and easy, but I lost all that ability to really open up the file and make it my own. Okay, so that's the difference right there with a profile, you know, and the difference between a profile and a preset. But going back to the preset thing, so that was the profile. Boom, boom, boom. I pick what I want. I make the profile. I make the adjustments. Now, what I'm giving you over here on these presets is basically my adjustments after I use a certain profile. So for me, that vibrant, I have 3 of them. So if I take the vibrant, this is vibrant 1, vibrant 2, vibrant 3. Now let me just say, I pick vibrant 3. You'll notice that it uses the vibrant tone profile, okay? But it's already made those adjustments the way that I would have made those adjustments on the profile, and I created a preset, if that makes sense. I'm basically using a profile, creating all the adjustments that I want, and then making a preset to make it very fast, make all those adjustments very fast. You'll notice that I still have this because I didn't touch any of these. If I would have moved all these around to make the preset, that would have happened. But I didn't touch any of these because I really like the way it looks. I also didn't touch any of the, midtones, highlights, or shadows. I did mess with the sharpening. I think I messed with a little bit of vignetting, the grain, and a little bit on a saturation here. But basically, I made a preset out of that. In that preset pack that is free, once you buy your tones profiles, you can get a black frame and the white frame mask that I've also added. Now, people may say, well, I could just go on and download these for free. You absolutely can do that, but it will not do anything to your image because it's accessing the profile in order to get the color. So all you're going to do is if you were to download these presets and try to use them, it's going to adjust your exposure and your highlights and shadows, but it's not going to do anything to your coloring. The coloring is coming from the actual profile. So again, if I was to close this, reset it, let's just say I want to use tone 7, 6, whatever. Really doesn't matter. I'll just pick one. Tone profile 6. There's tone profile 6, and you'll notice that's preset 6 soft, and you'll notice that it's using tone profile 6 with the adjustments employed. That's it. This is kind of how this system works. I just felt that it was a better way to offer you a color preset / profile that is giving you a broader option for your own artistic interpretation. I'm sorry, I'm unscripted. I don't script any of this stuff. I'm just here talking to you about these color profiles and the way that I use them and, just how powerful they can be for your editing. So again, you have your profiles that you upload. You can use them just as they are. And then as a bonus, if you like the way that I color my images, I've created presets that use the profiles and are adjusted according to the way that I like to do things. And again, they can be adjusted as well. And you can make your own set of presets off of these profiles to help you in your editing as well. So not to make this long, I hope that helped you. I hope you understood now the difference between profiles and presets and the power embedded in these color profiles. And I really hope that you got an understanding on how to at least import them into your Lightroom editing app. Thank you again, and a thank you in advance for those of you that are going to pick up the profiles, the tones profiles, and thank you to those that have already purchased it. It really helps a lot when you guys purchase my presets and profiles, and I hope you enjoy them, and always in the future look for more color sets to come out. I'm sure I'm always working on these things, so definitely more to come. Thank you again, and I will see you on the next one. See ya.